Word up, rock stars! I hope you are having a fantastic day today. And today, coming through the shop, we have a treat especial that I would like to talk to. It is a Schecter from the Diamond series, an Omen Extreme 6. This is a beautiful, gorgeous, gorgeous guitar. A buddy of mine owns it, and he saw what was going around the shop. He wanted to get involved with guitar. I wanted to help him, so we went on a quest to find him a guitar. He had a budget of $350, and I found this guitar, which is normally $450, as a B stock, and it does have a cosmetic blemish, which I found, but it also needed some work, actually quite a bit of work, and it's come through the shop a couple times. But this guitar has become a favorite of mine. I don't know what it is about it, but it really fits and plays well, especially for the price point that it's at. So yeah, gorgeous, beautiful guitar. And we're gonna get into some more detail and dig into this. So stay tuned and let's check this out, man.
And while we're checking it over, I'll give you some of the dirty details of it all. Mahogany body. When I flipped it around, I'm gonna guess 3-piece, maybe 4. I think it's 3. Flame maple top. Now that's gonna be a veneer, but it's just a gorgeous finish. I mean, you can see my reflection in there even popping off of it. I mean, it is really sweet. String through design, giving you that nice resonance. Has chrome black hardware with it, which were the knobs, but I had to replace that tom bridge. Reasons, not the manufacturer's fault exactly, but we replaced it, and I went with a black one, so that looks just a little different. Back, had a fumble. 3-way switch here, works good, no problems there. Schecter's, it's their own pickups. Diamond Plus pickups is what they call that. Beautiful, like ivory binding around it. I set this black cloth back there to make it pop. It goes the whole way around the body and the neck and up around the headstock, which matches the body. Just trying to get you a nice close-up of all those goodies. Check out these inlays. Vector, that's it, Vector inlays. I think they're really cool. I think that looks really cool. 24 extra jumbo frets. They feel good. And a rosewood fretboard coming up. And Graphtec nut, which beautiful. The Tusk black design. Schecter tuners, nothing super special there, but I've used them a bunch. I've had no trouble with them whatsoever. And I'm pretty sure they strung it with just Ernie Ball Slinky 10s. But just a gorgeous inlays, gorgeous top, beautiful finish. Let's spin her around. On the back side of things, you can see there's the strings going through the body, giving it that nice resonance, nice sound. A beautiful belly cut in this guitar. Very comfortable guitar to hold. Bolt-on neck. And they describe it as a thin C, and I don't. I would call it just a C. It fits my hand nicely. There's meat of the neck coming into my hand. It feels very comfortable. Really nice. It's just a one-piece maple, well, I shouldn't say one-piece maple neck.
You can see right there on that wood color difference, there is a scarf joint, and that allows them to aim that headstock back. No trees required on the top. Kind of their classic Schecter head. Indonesia, made in Indonesia. Very nice, very beautiful, sweet guitar. You can see through the finish here. That's how I was trying to guess how many boards there were. Like I said, 3, maybe 4. I'm thinking 3. Here's the player's view, as I like to call it. You can see that belly carve in there, really nice and deep and wide. Again, very comfortable guitar to play. The finish on this guitar is just super slick and smooth. It feels good on the hand. This pickup, the bridge pickup, does have a coil split. So there is a coil split there, so you can get a couple different voicings on it. You can see that binding, that like soft ivory binding coming around. Standard dot markers, the 24 fret, maple neck again, tusk nut, 3/3 on the tuning. That's pretty obvious, I guess. Really a nice guitar. It feels good. Weight-wise, maybe I'm gonna give it the old seat test and say that's around 7.5 pounds. It feels just right. I mean, everything about this guitar feels good. And for the price point, and like, what are we talking? It has a tom bridge and the tusk nut. Really easy guitar, great playing, easy maintenance. Oh, you can see that arch top in there with that angle right there. You can see where that's arching up, very nice. I mentioned that this was a B stock model, and there's that cosmetic blemish that we found. It's like just a little bubble in the finish, right in the neck pocket, but there's no cracking. It doesn't appear to have shifted or anything like that. Just like a little bubble flaw in the finish. Other than that, that was about all we found. Other than the guitar needed a full, complete setup, and as it turned out, it had fret sprout pretty rough. It took some work to get this guitar in. I mean, not a lot of work, but we had to do the fret ends. We redid them. Once we had this guitar dialed in, it's just sweet. And I don't know if all B stocks come where they don't set them up. Like maybe they get to a point, I don't know about that, but once we had this guitar in where we liked it, wow, it's just a great playing guitar. If this is a guitar that you think you're interested in, I think you're really gonna like it. For sure, I bet you can find any kind of deal out there on these things. I always forget to mention this. The jack has that nice football plate on the back, which is nice, so you're not just ramming the end into everything under the sun. So everything and all the appointments on this guitar really seem to make sense. This is a pretty simple and sweet guitar. I mean, there's not a ton to talk about, but what there is really solid for the price point. The tom bridge makes any adjustment, anything you need to do, wicked easy. Graphtec nut at the top already. You don't really have to replace it. I mean, if you were trying to upgrade the guitar, you could maybe do something with the tuners, or if you wanted to do something where you didn't like the pickup so much. But I've been playing it for a while, and it just sounds great to me. I've had no problem with the tuners. Everything seems fine. It holds tune great. You know, over days and days and days, really no issue, and I'm bending notes like crazy. It seems to hold everything really well. I did mention it was a B stock, and like maybe somewhere around here, I'll try to find some pictures from the shop when I had it before to see if I could show you where I was shaving the fret ends off, because we did have some issues with the guitar as a B stock. I don't know what the regular ones are going to come as, because I don't have the experience with it, but we did have some wild fret end issue on it, which is not really a big deal to take care of if you're into it on your own, or if you had to have someone do it. I don't think it would be that expensive, but you could check into it on your own. Check out Ben Coon's channel. He has ways where he addressed fret ends. Phil McKnight, Know Your Gear, has another video where they're checking fret ends. So if you find your favorite how-to YouTube guy, I think you could jump into that no problem. The neck adjustment, since I got into that, it has a two-way adjustment rod. That rod worked great, no problem, everything fine. To dial the guitar in was nothing. I mean, it really fell together pretty easy. Other than that, like, this thing is just a wicked nice playing guitar. To the point where if my brother and good friend doesn't want this guitar, I'm willing to give him all the money he has into it at this point. I'll take it. It's hard to keep your hands off of it. I said that they called this neck a thin C, and it's a C. I'll agree with the shape C, but it seems to have just a little more meat in the back than a thin C, and it feels really good, like really good. It's a fun guitar to grab and play and jam with, and the simplicity of it makes it really easy to rip on, and it just seems like a lot of fun. I think that this guitar is pretty amazing. Just for fun, we'll run a little tone test so you can kind of hear some of the differences. I'll just go through like a bridge and neck. We'll hit the coil split. I'm running through an ultra metal pedal and going into the clean side on an orange 35 RT crush. So hopefully the sound comes okay. I know I don't have the best audio, and there's probably some videos that give you a better idea what it sounds, but hey, this will give you a little quickie idea what they sound like. So let's check it out. We'll start with the neck. And then I'll skip the blend. We'll go right to bridge, and we're going to start with the button in right now, which I believe is not tapped, so it should just be the humbucker. And then we'll pull the tap. Whoops. It gives a little more of like a lead bite. It's probably where you would normally be playing, and I'd imagine you'd probably pull out for maybe like a little rhythm. At least that's my guess. That's how I would use it. I can't really come up with anything else to say about the guitar. I can't really come up with a lot of negatives on this guitar other than we had a lot of work to put into it because of the way we got it, which in our case really wasn't a big deal. But yeah, gorgeous, beautiful guitar, owned by a really cool, really fun dude, my brother Skinny. I want to give a shout out to you for letting me hang on to the guitar for a little bit again and have some fun with it. And if you ever want to sell it, I'll take it. Yeah, that's about it. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. I love checking them out. I try to respond to all that I can. And if you're new to the channel or you're checking it out, please hit a thumbs up. Please subscribe because I want to hang out. This is a beautiful, wonderful guitar and musicians community that we have going, and I'm really having a lot of fun making these videos. So as we say, later on, rock stars, have a fantastic rest of your day, and I hope to see you soon. Woo!